LinkedIn. You finally made it to the end of the, you finally made it to the end of how to handle a difficult client. So just a quick summary. Today we'll be talking about documentation. Documentation is very important in business, in life, in any endeavor. You need to put things down in writing, yes, signed and sealed. Some people call it agreement, some call it so many names: agreement, consent forms, any name you want to call it, but document. Okay, so just a brief overview of what we've been doing. If you've been following me, I've been talking about how to handle difficult clients as an expert level 1 cold caller. Number one is managing expectations, knowing that a client will be angry with you per day. Tonality, keeping your tone the same irrespective of the client's tone. Setting expectations, setting boundaries, informing the client about what you offer, the service you offer, the solution you're providing as a business or as a solopreneur or whatever. Seeking support, either paid support or free support. And lastly, documentation. Now, documentation is very powerful. I'm going to tell you guys a story. There was a time I was working with this employer. It was cognitive marketing at the time. So that was when I was doing door-to-door sales. Trust me, door-to-door sales is one of the hardest type of sales because you're looking people eyeball to eyeball. You don't know what you would expect. If you've been following my content, I did mention of how someone unleashed their dog on me because he thought that I was trespassing their property. And I remembered, although for door-to-door sales, we usually move like with this big, I don't know, it looks more like an MP3. We move with it and that records the client's voice when we're talking to them because we'll have to report that to the manager. And then this client was so rude to me. And I remembered I kept my tone the same. I explained everything to the client. The client was just, very rude and said a couple of things that were a little bit derogatory. And I went home and then I submitted our reports and everything to the manager. And then all of a sudden, the client actually called my manager and told my manager, and it was more of like a twisted plot stuff. And it was like, there was this, and people can be like that. Anyways, there was this representative of yours that came to my property. They were just messing up and my manager was like, that's not true. I can hear the recording and she was not like that. And the client was so embarrassed. He was like, are you saying I'm lying? It's like, no, but there's an evidence. There's a recording, right? There's a recording. So some Fortune 500 companies usually have that recording that says this call will be recorded for quality purposes. I love that. Some businesses have like a consent form sent to the client that they have to sign and get back. Something needs to be on paper or recorded on audio. Now, some clients don't like their voice being recorded. Accept so when they take permission, but just make sure that is properly done because it may haunt you later, especially if the client sues you to court. And if there is nothing to support your evidence, then you become a perpetrator. So just play the game well if you want to do that. But overall, I usually support documentation. Trust me, documentation would help you a lot. Documentation has saved my butt a lot. I remember one time, even if you're an employee, watching this, you're a business watching this, you're a freelancer watching this, you're a YouTuber, always document. Trust me, documentation will save you tons and tons of time. Just putting things down on paper, it helps. If you're not the one, automation helps as well. So most times when you call a client, you automatically get a message. If you're using like CRM, the CRM I use is HubSpot. If you're using some CRM software, it's gonna say, "Oh, message sent to client," blah blah blah. But have a certain sense of documentation. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for following me on this journey. And if you want more topics or you want me to talk about any specific topic, let me know in the comment section, and do well to follow me on all social media platforms. I'm on YouTube. If you're a singing person, I also have a gospel YouTube channel, and I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter. So go ahead. I'm also on Pinterest, but I'm not as active as that. For those people who love audio, you could also subscribe to my podcast. Okay. So, and if you want me to call for your business, feel free to send me a DM and we can talk on a good amount and I can get that started for you. Okay, see you soon and have a great new year. Hope the new year is going well. Okay, bye now. Bye.